Fernando Pessoa's fascination with the concept of fragmented identity is one of the most distinctive aspects of his literary work. He developed a complex view of identity, believing that a single unified self was an illusion. Instead, Pessoa embraced the idea that every person contains multiple, often contradictory, facets within themselves. This belief led him to explore the notion that individuals are not singular, fixed entities, but rather an amalgamation of different selves. In his writings, Pessoa often reflected on the fluidity of identity, portraying the self as a shifting, multifaceted construct. He seemed to reject the traditional idea of a stable, coherent ego, suggesting that identity is more akin to a collection of different masks or personas, each suited to different moments, emotions, and contexts. These masks are not just superficial roles, but deeply rooted aspects of human nature that coexist, sometimes in harmony and sometimes in tension, within a person. One possible reason for Pessoa's focus on this multiplicity of self may stem from his own personal experiences. Pessoa was a deeply introspective and solitary figure, and his life was marked by an acute sense of isolation and existential questioning. It is likely that his exploration of fragmented identity was a way to express his own inner conflicts and contradictions. He may have felt divided between various influences, cultural, philosophical, and emotional, which contributed to a sense of disunity within himself. Another reason could be philosophical. Pessoa was deeply influenced by existentialist and metaphysical ideas, particularly the belief that reality and identity are inherently unstable and subjective. He saw the self not as something essential and unchangeable, but as something fluid, constructed by experience, thought, and emotion. By breaking himself into multiple voices, he could explore different dimensions of human experience without being constrained by a single perspective. Moreover, this fragmentation of identity could also be seen as a reaction to the pressures of modernity. Living in a rapidly changing world, Pessoa may have found it difficult to reconcile the conflicting demands of tradition and modernity, rationality and emotion, intellect and intuition. The creation of multiple identities allowed him to navigate these contradictions and express different aspects of the human condition. In summary, Pessoa's rejection of a singular identity reflects his view of the self as a complex, multifaceted entity. His exploration of this concept was likely driven by personal introspection, philosophical influences, and a response to the contradictions of modern life. By embracing the multiplicity of identity, Pessoa was able to explore the richness and complexity of human existence in ways that would have been impossible through a singular, unified voice.